Welcome back to CAD 201. We are in week 10, working on assignment 9 and working with symmetrical features. And we're going to jump in and draw this one, and this one is in inches. So we go to Inventor and go New. And I'm going to click on English, Standard IPT inches, and it gets me in there. Now, when I go back over here, this is the drawing that we're going to draw, and you can see it's symmetrical. And I'm going to take a right click on this and save image as, and I'm just going to save it somewhere, and then I want to open it up. That way I can throw it over here, get my inventor up, minimize it. And again, it's really nice if you got two monitors when you're doing a lot of design work. The way you can blow it up as big as you need it to be. So I'm zooming in on this one, and this is the front view. We're looking at a full section view here, and this is the isometric to give us a good perspective of what that looks like. So when we're doing something, what you got to do is you're going to have an axis line, a center line, and then you're going to build that center line from that center line out, and you're going to draw half of it, and then once you get half of it done, you can do what's called a revolve. And it makes things so much faster when you're working with symmetrical designs to do that. So start 2D sketch. And this one, I'll go down here to the XY plane. I could have clicked on it as well, but I used my origin over here to do it. I'm just going to go in here and put me a line. Just put me a line across. Now, you could accidentally have this line at an angle. Okay, well, I don't want that. Also remember, you've got what's called parametric tool or constraint tools in parametric modeling software, and I want this to be completely horizontal. So I can do that. No problem. Right here is the horizontal tab button. Click on that and it puts it horizontal. Y'all see that? So there's my line, and I'm going to start drawing this thing up. This thing is 1.5, so that's going to be pretty easy to do. I want to do an offset of that line, bring it up 1.5, okay? And, well, I'm sorry, we went 1.5. This would be 1.5. My bad. So we go in here, dimension. This would be 1.5. Hit the wrong one. And this would, let's go all the way to the outside of it, and it's saying it's 4-inch diameter overall. So all you have to do is take half of that, because this is on the diameter. We want to take half because it's radius. 4 divided by 2, that would put it at 2. Okay? So up here at the top, and okay. It needs to be 1. So I'm just going to delete those, so just kind of hide them out of the way. There's 1 at the top. And I'm just going to find the center point, and I want to put me a line all the way down to there. That's my center, so I can offset there and offset here. No big deal, guys. So the next point that I'm going to hit is comes down there to another little point at 3.75. So just do an offset from here, and 3.75 divided by 2, there's another point. Okay. And coming on down the ladder, we got 3.5 offset. 3.5. And you see I went, whoop, too far. Double click it. 3.5 divided by 2. All right. So we're to there. And let's come to this little guy here. 1.5, we'll offset it. 1.5 divided by 2. And we've got 1.25. And again, I've done the same exact thing. 1.25 divided by 2. And all that stuff's starting to jumble up, isn't it, a little bit? 1.25 divided by 2. And then you got the last one is the bore that goes through offset and 0.75 divided by 2. Now there's all kinds of ways to do this. I'm just going to clean all this stuff up, get it out of the way. So I've kind of got an idea. Now I'm going to start up here, and this in here is 0.25. So I want to offset half of it both ways. So 0.125, or you can do 0.25 divided by 2, and I'll do the same offset over here, 0.125. Now, I can see at this point, this is 1 inch, and it comes straight down to this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some lines in here from here to there, from here to there, okay? And then the next point is it's going to slide down to in here at this 3.5. So this line, I'm going to catch this point, and it's going to go to right there. Line. From there, it's going to go to right there. And you can clean this up as you go if it helps you to be able to visualize everything. It does me. Okay, leave my center line in there. I'll get rid of this line right here. We don't need those anymore, do we? So we'll trim all that out. So it's looking good. It's coming right on down. And now we get to this point, and we're going to have to offset this thing out to 1.5. So we'll offset 1.5, and you got to divide it by 2 because you're going off both sides of it. 1.5 divided by 2. Okay. All right. And we've got to do the other side as well. 1.5 divided by 2. We know it's 0.75. So we're coming down to here, then it's going to kind of come out pretty far. So line, we're at this point right there, and we're going to shoot out down to right there. Again there, and it's going to come over here. So this one didn't make it over. You can come up here and hit extend. We'll shoot those lines on over, so make it easy. And line, I'm going to go from right there all the way to right there. Okay? So far, so good. Now, the next move we have is going to come down here and go straight across. So we've already got all that in there. We just have to trim it out. So let's start trimming. Start trimming all this stuff up. Start trimming, making the shape look exactly what it is. There all that is. Let's get rid of all this stuff here too. And I'll get rid of the center line. Let's get rid of this line too. Let's delete it out. Got a little bit more to trim. Didn't see that, but cleaned it up. It's one entity now, one big solid piece. I've got my line down here to revolve around, so I've got half of it already drawn in, and I want to throw a dimension on here just to make sure. 0.375 and 375 would be 3/4. So once you get this drawed up, half of it, hit finish sketch. And when I finish sketching and I go into my feature mode, you want to go into Revolve. Okay, you've been extruding the whole time. Let's revolve. Now, if you hit Revolve, click on it, you can, the profile is already caught. And this is the newer software. This is the 2022. Yours should look similar to this, but it all works basically the same. It's just trying to find where everything's at. So profile is picked. Your axis line, make sure that it's on, is that. You want to go 360 degrees around it, which is perfect. If you only want to do half, you do 180. but we want to do the whole 360, so I hit OK on that. And right there is our part, okay? The only thing that's left on this is, and also too, guys, I'll show you. You can double click this, but we joined this. There's also the ability to cut inside of Revolution, working with Revolve. You can also cut if you have something that it's actually in a part, a model. If something's going into it, you can actually cut with Revolve too. And we'll probably get to that here in the next little bit too. All right, we've got this thing created, and let's go in there and put our holes in it. That's pretty simple. You guys have already done that. Just start 2D Sketch, click the face of this, bring it around, and just go in here, and it'll catch the center of this for you. That's where you want to be at, right in the center. And I want to go ahead and put that on there. Now, I've done it with a circle and extrude it, but you can do it with a point and a hole, either one that you want to do. But now, let's just go in there and put our dimensions on this thing. Click here to here. And that bolt hole pattern, the circular pattern, is 2.5 diameter. So that would be half here. 2.5 divided by 2 is perfect, 1.25. And the hole itself is 0.5 diameter. So I'll go ahead and get that, 0.5 diameter. Finish the sketch up, extrude it, just click on it, and I want to do a cut all the way through. And I like to through all, and then just OK, and it's cut. Looks good. So to get the rest of them in, we're going to do a circular pattern off this. So we're in feature mode, and you have right up here in patterns, there's a circular pattern. You can click that and choose your profile. You can choose it right here. And then the rotational axis, you can actually just find that something that's that is round or symmetrical like this, and click it, and it'll actually grab that. Or you can make yourself an axis by going up here to Work Features. Either one that you want to do. But on this one, there is 6 of them, 360 degrees. That's exactly. I didn't have to change anything. It was already set up. So just hit OK. And there is your part. If you need any help with this, just let me know.